lectures of July 2025. Today will be a market review for the, 3 moves. Normally I do separate videos for each, but because this move is very small, I would just include it in this. As I've got another lecture video after this that I want to record, and I've got to get it all done before midnight, so I want to enjoy the weekend with my to-do list ticked off. But we'll get into today, keeping it nice and simple. We already know higher time frame, we are still in a bullish bias, reaching back for all-time highs. So this is ultimately what we will do. We're just playing within these ranges here. So 9:30, if we reference this image, we can reference it twice as well.
No.
Why is it blue? 2 questions you have to ask yourself. Whereas the daily bias, this should also say / higher time frame, but you get the gist. Where's the daily bias going, and what does 9:30 need to do to continue the higher time frame daily bias? So if 9:30 opens up high, in order to continue the daily / higher time frame bias, we must short to the IRL. 9:30 opens here, in order to continue the daily / higher time frame bias, it must long to the ERL, and vice versa, depending on which we're in. So if you see at 9:30, we open up high, we actually take out this area here, and also if we want to really get into it, this area within here, meaning we would then seek external liquidity.
Wait, what is that area? What is that area? Is there like a bigger gap, or what is it on a higher time frame or something?
I'll show you after the recording. I just want to reverse engineer this.
Right.
So was expecting this move from our level, which we got. So go and reverse engineer this level here to send us to these external liquidities. Now this move, referring back to this image, we are now in a prime position to continue the higher time frame bias. Hence why the retracement moves against bias are always smaller than the distribution moves. And I know this one is technically similar to these moves higher, but this is because we have hit our daily target, which I TP'd at, which you'll see in the execution video after this video. So yeah, as I say, we enter this level. I get in on the low risk sell here, and then I short down to here, which you'll see in the execution videos. I'll refer it to, where is it? Pretty sure I put it somewhere. Just double check.
You might have sent the picture to me on IG.
There we go. Low risk sell, selling into the liquidity. So this is a really easy sell model right here. Now continuing on to this, what do we do? Well, we take out this low, meaning the framework would be ERL to, you guessed it, IRL up here, which is what we got. Now obviously in this area here we have the low risk sell buy, low risk buy, and then you can enter on any of these moves that hasn't reached the key level yet that we're eyeing up. So any moves lower on the retracement, you can then take back long until the target is met. So same logic, we then drop down to ERL, start moving higher. Obviously we don't get filled in here, but you could have got in on these gaps. I'll add the other drawings now. So I got in on this turtle soup here, and then you can see I also bottom ticked the final leg down before going to our top tick TP. So bottom tick to top tick. So hopefully this is clear to you guys that are watching how I'm entering on this. Turtle soup, and then this gap, which on a lower time frame would be, you guessed it, you can reverse engineer this, but bottom tick to top tick. So
You meant higher time frame, not lower. Or lower, like fractal.
Yeah, lower, fractal.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, fair enough.
So you can reverse engineer why this level reverse price. 825 on forex.com, and I believe I called this here. Yes, I did. Buying up 22794 and 22825. So this is the first target here, which you can see is already labeled H4 IRL. So that's given away to you for free. But then the final target, you can go and reverse engineer this. We already called it up here. Obviously this is it getting out, the first one, and then we come to 825, and then we dump lower, and then guess what we do? Move back higher to complete the buy model. So hopefully this will be very interesting for you guys to reverse engineer this level. Why did we stop here exactly to the tick? And what do we then see? Now, this move, okay, and this is going to be used for the next lecture as well, but what can we expect from this move? And it's a hint from what this level is because of what we've targeted here. So we've moved up to this level. What have we got? Market structure shift, fair value gap entry, stop above the high. Where do we expect price to go? To this level, and I've already marked it up, ERL. So using this knowledge that this is ERL, you can use the logic of what this level would be, but go and reverse engineer this. Now then the same logic would apply. Going back down, what do we tap into? This level here, consequent encroachment. This would be a low risk sell, as it is the first gap. If we have eyes higher, not low risk sell, low risk buy, sorry. So you could have then low risk buy, entered that, put your stop at the low, or even at the low candle 2, and targeted where? This high. So this is really how you bottom tick and top tick the markets. And no, I'm not just cherry picking. I execute these trades, execute this trade, execute. This is not me cherry picking. This would be a setup that you would be able to take with the knowledge that I'm sharing. And then yeah, we kind of just chop around, but the same logic applies to every single move. Even this move here, I know we don't take it on NAS, but on ES we do. As you can see, it's low, gets taken on ES. What do we come up to? You guessed it. What do we go down to? You guessed it. This is genuinely how the markets move. You do not need anything else or bias. You just need to understand where the daily bias / higher time frame is going and see where we are within the higher time frame. Now, I always say this, but if we open here, your bias can be longs out of it, but what if we then dump lower and inverse it and your higher time frame bias was incorrect? The idea that we can short to this level is the only two things that stay the same in probabilities is that we short to this level and we continue higher, or we short to this level and inverse it and then continue lower. But what happens each time we come to this level? So daily bias is higher, but the 930 bias would be short. So this entry here, just like I showed you on this entry, or even here or here, any M1 entry that you use that uses a 1 minute gap, this would be the bias. So like, let's say here, this is obviously the 1 minute time frame. We have come up and then we're expecting an entry within here. Let's pretend that this is the hourly time frame and that we're expecting a move into here before we go higher. So what would your bias be? Shorten into this gap. And then what else does it do? External to internal and so on. So your 1 minute entries need to be your higher time frame bias also, if that makes sense, because everything is fractal. If I took away the time and the times at the bottom, you would not be able to tell which time frame is which. So if I'm here, this is 9:30 open, and we've got a gap down here and high time frame, we're reaching for this high, my bias would be short until this area, and then obviously you can long out of it. But either way, we're going to come to this area. So the highest probability move is that we short to this area, and we can either inverse it and then go lower, but you've still TP'd at the highest probability area. And then obviously, as you can see, when you follow the higher time frame bias, the retracement is always lower than the distribution. So this is 35 points, and this is 80. So the high time frame bias always pushes price way more than the manipulation in. And this is a fractal buy model within a higher time frame buy model within a higher time frame buy model here. So ultimately, we're reaching for these highs. You can zoom in. This is a buy model into this area to this high. This is a buy model into this area, but within everything, it's all the same. So hopefully I haven't yapped too much on this market review. There's been a lot of information in this compared to doing one for this entry and doing one for this entry and doing one for this entry and doing this entry. I have included it all in one. So if it is fast paced, go and watch it back. This is obviously the reason that I do separate, because even though in this move is quite hard to understand. So having this move, this move, this move, this move all in one video with proof that I can enter on every single thing I'm talking about, it's going to be quite hard to process. Hence why I make separate videos for each move and go in depth to make it more understanding. But you can see that I'm really doing this. Bottom tick, top tick. It's repeatable. Everything is repeatable. So yeah, that'll conclude the market review. I'm going to film a lecture on understanding opposing IRL within the high time frame bias and what we could use it for, and I'm going to really look at this trade here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.